named Lights Out Purdy, age 21. Got a dangerous right hand too. It's kept him unbeaten in the first 7 fights. His opponent, East Ham's Johnny Greaves. He's fought Purdy before, losing on points over 6. Here is the rematch then, and let's pick it up right at the start.
Six-rounder, and 21-year-old Lee Purdy from Colchester, undefeated. Lee Lights Out Purdy, he likes to call himself. Professional since December a couple of years ago, 2006. Won his first 7, drew his last contest at York Hall against Jeffrey Monica. And here tonight against Johnny Greaves. Came into this fight as a late replacement. He's only won 1 of his 18 professional fights, but he's a busy sort of character. He's one of boxing survivors. He's had 10 fights this year.
Yeah, that's busy, and obviously classed as a journeyman.
Purdy looks extremely fit, looks in good condition as well he might be. He's a man who's sparred John Thaxton in the past and helped Jono get himself into top shape.
As you can see, Purdy not a big puncher, more of an accumulative puncher. Likes to put his punches together, work on combinations.
Pressure fighter.
Yeah, very relaxed style.
Johnny Greaves went 6 rounds against Purdy last November. He fought on that occasion at the Colchester Hippodrome. One of your haunts, Duke?
No, I can't say it was. As you've already said, John, there's a bit of history between these two, so they know each other, they know what to expect. It's a question of who's learned what from the previous meeting.
Purdy only with the 1 stoppage victory in his 8 professional fights so far. As you're saying, Duke, he's not a noted puncher, but he started in quite an assured manner this first round. He's had the edge quite clearly. Referee for this one, Kenny Curtis, and he'll be the man who scores it as well, as Purdy comes towards the end of an opening round, which I guess we will have won. Tony Sims, the trainer in Purdy's corner. And here's some action from the opening round.
Yeah, nice relaxed approach from Purdy. Relatively good combinations. Just needs to shorten them up on the inside a little bit, step to the cross, looking for the body shot, didn't quite land it. Just a little too relaxed.
And here's Johnny Greaves. Experienced fella and a familiar face in the corner, Duke.
Absolutely, Jason Moran. Good fighter, very good.
Second round, I think Purdy did enough to win the first, Duke, didn't he?
Yeah, really, he won that round at a canter. Did exactly what he wanted to do.
Well, that is going to be counted as a knockdown. Right hand, I think, did the damage.
I think he tripped more than anything, yeah. John. He took a shot, but seems to just stumble over his own feet.
Well, it was a shot come push, wasn't it, almost?
Yeah.
Interesting to see a rerun of that one. Purdy now maybe sensing that he's going to be able to stop the guy this time.
Well, until we see the rerun, we won't really know. I don't think it was a clean punch landed. There doesn't seem to be any ill effect from the knockdown.
Well, he touched down, and the referee in no doubt it was the knockdown. No suggestion that it was a stumble or a slip. So it'll count as a 10-8 round. Unless, of course, Greaves can now put Purdy down. You never know. He's letting his punches go well, is Lee Purdy. Mentioned Jason Rowland in that Johnny Greaves corner. A few years back, he went in the ring with one John Thaxton and beat him.
Absolutely, as I said before, he was a real gritty, strong fighter.
He still looks in decent nick as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he'll be keeping himself in shape.
Purdy with the lights out nickname, as favoured by James Toney, one of heavyweight boxing, well, everything from middleweight upwards, one of the great characters of the sport.
Absolutely, yeah. If I remember rightly, that seems to be your nickname at one point. Lights out.
There was talk of James Toney going in against Audley Harrison at some point. That would be interesting. Oh, a clash of heads in there. Referee needs to keep a watch at that. There's a real smack of skull on skull.
Sure. Purdy needs to shorten his punches up on the inside, because these punches seem to be going around the back.
Greaves trying to unwind, trying to land a big shot to equal matters in this round, but remember, there has been the knockdown. Greaves not happy. I don't think he thinks this was a genuine knockdown. Let's take another look, Duke.
Well, there's the attack. No, it's not a clean knockdown. He stumbled. He was trying to get away, actually, and he's just stumbled over his own feet.
Well, he's landed a punch, hasn't he, Purdy? But there's no way that that's a knockdown punch. Look, somewhere around the back, somewhere on his back, isn't it? Around the kidney area.
Yeah. There wasn't a clean shot landed, so unfortunately the referee doesn't have the hindsight, obviously, of having
heads
replay.
Bumping and boring in close there.
See the body shots, they're hurting him, yeah?
Well, Purdy's going to have a 10-9 round and a 10-8 that round under his belt now, courtesy of that second round knockdown, which I think you would say was a wee bit harsh on Johnny Greaves.
Unfortunately for him, yeah, but you know, the referee's decision stands. I don't really think that Greaves likes the body shots, as his corner have told him now he's going to work Purdy to the body more so. Greaves not really looking very happy. Doesn't really like it downstairs. There it is again. He doesn't like it there at all.
Oh, and he's hurting his Johnny Greaves. I'm not sure how much more he wants. These body shots are really taking it out of him. I think he might be just about all in there. You could see the grimace on his face as he backed away across the ring. These body shots have really taken their toll.
Yeah, and he motioned there to himself, trying to, you know, gritting on that gum shield, trying to will himself on, trying to summon up every ounce of strength he's got in himself to keep fighting. But I think it's only a matter of time for the body shots to eventually take their toll. And he yelped there. He yelped and actually ran away in pain. I think he might have hurt a hand. I'm not sure.
hand or maybe a rib, but whatever it is, he's certainly not offering anything in there, and he's grimacing again as those body shots pummel into his rib cages, into his rib cage rather. And well, he's dropped his right arm as well. Maybe that the right hand is hurt. He's just hanging low, and he's throwing nothing with the right hand.
Yeah, I think this one will be over after this round, John. I think he's got some injuries, as you've already said, to that hand. Not using it at all, just winding up with the other hand.
Well, if he can't even hold it up and defend himself properly, well, he's managed. He's got his right hand a little bit up now, higher than it was. But he's taking too many shots as well.
He doesn't want any more.
Ref stopped it, and I think Greaves knew he'd had enough, and I think the corner indicated that he was taking too much. That's a rare stoppage defeat for Johnny Greaves. A sharp performance from Lee Purdy, and Greaves clearly in some dismay, in some distress from the punches which were landed.
Yeah, the body shots took their toll. The hand injury never helped him. And as a result now, Purdy's got a stoppage victory, so well done to Purdy, because obviously he's had to force the fight, make the fight, and he's put in a performance.
Yeah, he had one little hiccup, didn't he, in his last outing at York Hall, when the winning run was snapped with a draw against Jeffrey Monica. But here he picked up a good stoppage victory, posing for the cameras there. And here's some of the shots towards the end there. Now you see him grimace as he tried to throw that right hand. Body shots had hurt him as well, and the referee, I think, in the end, well, it'd be interesting to hear exactly from the corner what the damage is, but clearly Greaves was in no sort of condition in which he could possibly continue.
No.
Sum that up.
Well, I just sort of slowed my work up from my last fight with Johnny, and I found those shots a lot easier than I did last time, and I could have been a little bit faster, but I just thought if I'd get a couple of rounds by, and it'd make it a bit easier for myself. And Johnny said he hurt his hand and that, and I was catching with some good shots.
Were you disappointed in a way with the way it finished?
In a way.
Winning like that?
In a way, but a win's a win, really, in this sport.
Yep.
And I've got to win, and that's the main thing, really.
Next?
I don't know, really. I'll have to have a word with my manager and that, and see how things go from here.
We always talk about ambition, and obviously off the back of a fight and a win, you want to be more ambitious, but realistically, what's achievable in the next year or so?
Southern area. I'd like to be a Southern area. Yeah, British Masters, something along them lines.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, thanks.
Well done, mate. Nice one.
It was a bit of a one-sided. Well done, mate. That's absolutely right for Lee Purdy. A bit of a one-sided one, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Johnny Greaves sort of more or less gave up as opposed to being ground down. Good body shots by Lee Purdy. He's developing into a bit of a puncher, bit languid at times, doesn't maybe a wee bit switched off when he's in punching range. Sometimes he should get those hands a bit higher, start a bit sharper. His jab should be a little bit more precise, but his combinations and body shots, nothing wrong with that performance there. But as he steps up in standard and up in quality, he's got to pick his game up a little bit.
Still very much learning the craft.
Yeah.
Only 21 years of age, Barry.
Yeah, still 21 years of age, but getting better all the time. Love his style. Just got to make sure that lead hand's a little bit tighter.
Okay, we'll have more from Carl Froch in a moment. And